Hello and welcome. I'm Ahmed Ahmadinia, a senior researcher at University of Turku. In this lecture, I want to talk about a practical question. What happens when a problem appears in a scientific article after publication? We will look at who may become involved, what they can do, and how journal can make the situation clear for readers. To answer our question, we will look at three groups: publishers, authors, and the public. A retraction may sound negative to many of us, but it is also one way science corrects itself. When a published article has a problem, reader needs clear information. Can the article still be used? Is a small correction enough? Or should reader stop relying on it? This is why retractions matter beyond the journal website. Scientific article can be used by many people, not only researchers. They may be used by teachers, students, journalists, doctors, policymakers, or even wider public. So if there is an important problem, readers need to see it clearly. Otherwise, they may continue to use the article without knowing about the problem. A retraction is not mainly about blaming people for their faults. It's about giving readers a clear warning so they know how to use the article clearly. Published articles are used in many places. One article may be cited in other papers, used in a classroom, discussed in media, or shared online. If a major error is not clearly marked, people may continue to use it as evidence that is no longer reliable. A public notice here helps readers to understand what change has happened and how they should use the article. Journals are using different types of notice when they are dealing with problems in the published papers. A correction, for example, is used when a limited error can be fixed in a published paper. The main results may still be usable. An expression of concern is a warning, which means the journal is still checking the issue and the final decision is not clear as yet. A retraction is the stronger one. It means readers should not use the article as a normal evidence. So the best habit is simple. Read the notice, not only the title. The notice will tell you what has been changed and why. Retraction are usually not handled by only one person. Publisher and editor can check the concern, publish the official notice. Authors can also explain the problem in their own work and share their evidence. Other researchers, readers, students, journalists, or even public experts may raise concern after a publication. Now let us start with the publisher and editors. They have the formal rule in the journal. When a concern appears, they don't usually jump straight forward to the retraction. First, they will check the concern. Is it clear? Is it specific? Is there evidence? Then they may contact the author, asking for the original data or files, or speak with the reviewers and outside experts. In some cases, they may also contact an institution. After checking the evidence, the journal will decide what the reader needs to see: a correction, a warning, a retraction, or a formal action. Each group has a different rule, but they all help readers understand what happened to the article. A good journal process should be easy for reader to follow. For example, on the left side, as you see, journal policy explains how corrections, expression of concern, and retraction are handled in the journal. On the right side, the article itself is clearly marked as retracted. This is important because a retracted article should not look like an ordinary article. The article page should be linked to the retraction notice, and the notice should be linked back to the article. This helps reader to understand what has changed in the article before they rely on the article finding. Publisher may act at several stages before publication. They can use clear policies, checking ethical statement, training editor and reviewer that they have, and also even check some figures or data when it's essential. When a concern arises, the journal should record it and check it, and even maybe contacting with author or some expert for advice. During the review process, editor should keep the evidence and avoid the unclear decision. After the decision, communication is very important. Reader need a clear notice and visible label and link between the article and notice. And the data set of the journal should be updated. Authors know their own research method data analysis better than anyone else. If a problem appears after a publication, the first step is to check what has happened, and does it change a number, does it change one figure, or does it change the main conclusion of their study. Authors should then talk with their co-authors, write down the issue clearly, and contact the journal editor as soon as possible. If the main conclusion is not reliable any longer, the retraction may be the best option for the paper. These examples show the retraction is not always about misconduct. Sometimes an author finds a major error in his paper and cannot fix it. Sometimes a calculation mistake or even a statistical mistake can change the reliability of the article. The main question here is not whether an error sounds dramatic. The question is, can reader still rely on the article? If the reader cannot rely on it, the journal needs to make it clear. When authors find a problem after publication, these 6 steps can guide what they can do next. First, notice the problem and take it seriously. Second, verify it by checking the data, methods, code, or calculation. Third, discuss it with co-authors. Fourth, report it to the journal editor. Fifth, cooperate by sharing the evidence. Finally, support the journal decision, whether it's a correction, a warning notice, or retraction. Published article can still check after they appear online. Reader of the article may also notice a problem that peer review missed out. Other researchers may also try to repeat the same results, but they might get a different answer. Even public experts may also question a health concern, a policy claim, or even ethical issue. This concern can rise in different ways: through a letter to editor, through a blog post, social media, or even a report to an institution. But a concern is not the final answer. It is the start of a review process. In this slide, you can see different ways public concern can appear. For example, on the left side, social media brought attention to a concern about a published paper. In the middle, you can see PubPeer was used to document concern after publication. On the right side, publisher notice shows what happened later. Public attention can raise the concern, but the evidence and the journal review decide the outcome. Concern about a published article should rise carefully. A good concern points to something specific, such as a figure, dataset, method, sentence, or a claim. It should include evidence, not only what we are suspecting. It should avoid personal attacks and also avoid jumping to conclusion. Then the concern should go through proper channels, such as journal, PubPeer, or relevant institutions. Although different people may raise or handle a concern on a published study, the process is always the same basic steps. First, a problem is noticed. Then the evidence is gathered. After that, journal checks the issue and contact the author when needed. Then authors respond and provide information. After that, the journal make a decision and update the article page. The outcome of this process may be a correction, maybe an expression of concern, or a retraction. It depends on how much the problem is affected the article. Retractions tell readers that something important has changed about an article. It doesn't always mean misconduct. Honest error, technical problems, or even unreliable evidence can lead to a retraction. In this process, maybe many people can be involved, like publishers, authors, researchers, readers, or even wider public. Good correction should be clear, visible, linked, and easy to find. When you see a retracted article, don't get panic or don't jump to conclusion. Read the notice, understand the reason, use the article carefully.